So here is what we do. The catch, as I say, is it's not about money or clever things with money. The money bit is the easy bit, and I can show you all you'll ever need to know about money to make lots of it. My clients will help you, and together, if you want, we'll be able to get on and change your life. The way we do it is to become integrated individuals. Now here we go. I know some people are used to being, shall we say, practical. They're far more used to operating on a tangible level. They do things with their hands. They're not so accustomed to progressing through thinking and planning and strategizing. Well, this is something that we can help you with if you find it difficult, and you'll know now as I'm talking to you whether this is a somewhat obscure notion or whether it makes sense. Becoming an integrated individual is to wrap together three components. One is to get control of your environment so that you have control over how you allocate your time. Two, it's to break through the psychological barriers. Three, it's to understand money so you can make lots of it. So let's go ahead now and explore each one of these so that you can see how becoming an integrated individual will help you to make more money but with less time and effort than you currently spend now trading time and effort for money. Okay, a little more upfront disclosure here. This is not going to happen this week. You will not get instant results this week in terms of somehow magically making money. It may not even happen this year. My point is that the things that you need to do this week and this year, they will significantly contribute to your overall wealth over the next 2, 5, 10, 12 years. I can remember some clients of mine from Invercargill, and they started off many years ago saving $100 per month. In those days, for them, he was a fitter and turner and she was a nurse, and they still are actually. That was what they had. They had young children, they were struggling, battling away, but they nonetheless were consistent. In difficult times and in good, they stuck to the $100 per month. Fast forward 15 years or so, and that was their starting point for getting involved in the properties they now own. And look, they're not big-time property gurus. They have their own home. They have a good old Kiwi batch. They have another rental property in Auckland. In addition to that, they also have a share portfolio, larger than many would have. She's still a nurse and he's still a fitter and turner. But what they also have is control over their lives. They've broken through some serious barriers that they can't believe themselves actually. And they've often said to me, they can't believe what they've achieved. George and Diane. And they're still clients of mine and have been clients for many years, and I hope will continue to be clients for a good long time yet. It's easy now for us. I know them, they know me, and I know how to guide them when they need guidance. They feel very confident coming to me for some help because they've had some experience through difficult times and in good times, and I've been able to add some value to their efforts. They, though, were the ones that wanted more. They were the ones that were determined, no matter what, to keep saving $100 a month in those early days. And that was where it all started. So they don't consider themselves by any means to be gurus or rich, but they know that they are now financially secure. And this is just the start for them. They can see a much bigger picture now than what they ever could. The same might be true for you. In any event, it all starts not with being clever with money, but getting control over your time and your life. Now, how do we do this? The tool that we use is called the time zones. And very briefly, it consists of 4 zones. Free time to rejuvenate, future shift time to strategize, to build the winning plan, money time to make the money, and mess time to tidy up the stuff. The idea being that we have slots for those different types of activities that go on in our life. Most people live life day to day and week to week, month to month, year in, decade out, doing the same thing. And each day is the same as the next. Typically they live in what we call the bureaucratic time system. That means that they trade time and effort for money, they clock in and they clock out. Self-employed people are similar. Whilst they have a greater degree of flexibility, for some the take-home pay is quite good, for others the take-home pay is not a lot different than being an employee, except they've got a bit more stress and worry. The point is that by our definition, Monday through Friday is what we would call secondary money time, basically trading time and effort for money, which is okay for a start. Saturdays tend to be what we call mess days because they run around doing chores around home. They maybe do the groceries, they've got to run their kids around for sport, those kinds of things. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things, but they are nonetheless mess type activities. In other words, they don't contribute to financial freedom and choice. Sundays are likely to be a mixture of some mess and some free, and maybe a little bit of planning might be thrown in perhaps, but usually not. The point is, this is how people live their lives. This is how many people live their lives. And it's part of the reason that they never get ahead. Again, too busy earning a living to make money, life goes on. John Lennon, I think, came up with the phrase that life is what is happening when you're making other plans. Certainly this is true of my own clients, and they've got the advantage of having the time zones. So, if you'd like more information about the time zones, simply go to www.peterflannery.co.nz. That's peterflannery.co.nz, and have a look under the Financial Freedom tab and drill your way through, and you'll soon find information about the time zones. So we need to get control of our time and our life so we can be in the right space and place to be able to be creative so we can see the opportunity. Very difficult when you're working very hard and you're tired to see the big picture. You know what it's like. When you've had a holiday and you come back, you feel refreshed, rejuvenated, you can see the possibilities, you're upbeat, and life is good. But a few weeks before you went on holiday, it was drudgery, it was challenge, and you may still have enjoyed it, but nonetheless, you weren't creative and you certainly weren't rejuvenated, probably. Developing the winning strategy and carrying that out when you're not in the flow is very difficult. So, using the time zones is the tool that our clients and I have used for many years to get control of our environment, our time and our life. It helps us to focus so we're more effective. Helps us to remove the clutter so that we can focus ourselves on those few drivers of financial success. And look, it's not all about the money. The money is really a byproduct of what we produce by getting more focused and being more efficient and effective. It is about the free time so we can be with the people we care about the most. It is about the resources so that we can be financially secure, but also it's to be able to help our family. Let's face it, the more resources, the more money we have, the more time we have, the better we are able to help others, including our own family. The better we're able to help others outside of our family who may also benefit from some help. If you're busy scraping your way from one week to the next, you're in a less strong position to help others. So, getting control of your environment, that is why it is first. That is the first step.